Good morning. Jesus, in the next three verses, 3.5 verses, is going to give 4 illustrations of this principle of do not resist an evil person. So verse 39, but I say to you, of Matthew 5, but I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil. First illustration. But if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. I remember sharing the gospel on the streets in Dallas years ago. And I was sharing with this guy. He had a bag in his hand that he's carrying. And we were in a particular, it was called the West End district in downtown Dallas. And I talked to him, sharing the gospel, and he said, what would you do if I slapped you right now? What would you do if I smacked you? He kind of stared at me. And a bunch went through my mind real fast. And I looked at him and I said, well, I guess I'd say, let me pray for you. That I think took him a little bit off guard. What would you do? Someone slaps you on the right cheek. Well, in the ancient world, to be slapped in the face was a way of being disrespected. And kind of be the case today too. But strongly, this in the ancient culture was this visible way of demonstrating and carrying a public shaming of another individual. As we talk about each of these illustrations, what I want you to think about is what the face of love is in response to each of these. So if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn them the other also. What is the face of love in the face of physical harm? So the face of love in the face of physical harm is what? Self-control. You demonstrate love for someone. You demonstrate what's in their best interest, and you demonstrate what honors God most when someone comes at you to be self-controlled. Right? It's like if you have seen the show Cobra Kai, which is the build off of the famous 80s movie, right? Karate Kid. And you had Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. And Johnny learned that karate was about no mercy, strike first, strike hard. And Daniel learned that karate was for self-defense only, right? Could be used for other defense as well. But it wasn't used for personal aggression, only defense, only defense, only defense. Here's the idea. When in life someone disrespects you, you don't have the right, you don't have the license to respond in disrespect back. So social media, someone disrespects you, you don't have the right or the license to respond disrespectfully back. Physically, you don't have the right or the license to respond if somebody disrespects you physically, to respond that way back. Yes, you can protect others, of course. You can keep greater moral atrocity from happening. This isn't a pacifist position, but it's a position that calls for self-control. And Jesus here in Next Level Spirituality is saying, when you get punched in the mouth, you gonna punch back? Or will you have self-control? The face of love in the face of physical aggression is self-control. Be a respecter of persons, even when your person has been disrespected. And may the Lord bless you today.